I know I haven't gone live in a while, and I don't know why. It's mainly because since I made this into a music channel, like going live doesn't really fit what I do anymore. Um, so there's that. But today I feel compelled to speak on something that is very close to my heart because, you know, it it's just it needs to be said. It needs to be said, and I'm gonna say it because I'm literally sitting here um amazed, literally flabbergasted at what the fuck I see right now and what I'm dealing with right now. So the point of this stream is a very simple point. It's a very simple point. And that is, and it should be obvious, and I'm sure it's obvious to most people, but it's not obvious to people with low self-esteem, right? And up until maybe a few months ago, I had chronically low self-esteem. And it's still a work in progress. But hold on. So this is the point. Um, it does not serve you to ever deal with people that refuse to see you for who you are. Absolute disgrace. Exhibit A behind me, but anyway, it does not serve you to deal with people romantically, platonically, whatever the case is, in any way that do not actually see you for who you are. And there's a few reasons for that. So, for one, it's going to make you crazy. Okay? Because if somebody is setting you on fire, right? And you're screaming because you're on fire and you're burning, and their response to you is, but hello. And their response to you is, what about all the times I gave you water? That's gonna make you insane. Okay? That's not good for anybody. Oh my God, there's ants in my pants. Hey y'all, there's literally ants in my pants. So that's the first thing. And I don't care who doesn't like it. I'm gonna be honest, because to me the internet is a joke. So I'm always gonna pop my shit. I'm always gonna say what I have to say, because at the end of the day, I know how to log off. So I don't care. It's gonna make you insane for somebody who keeps burning you up, who keeps setting you on fire. Every time you're screaming because you're on fire, and they tell you, what about all the times I gave you water? You cannot live that way. You can't. And people who do shit like that, they know that you're burning. Okay? They know that you're burning. They know. They're the fucking cause of it. Okay? The other thing, and the reason why you shouldn't do it, is because it's going to distort your reality. It's going to distort the shit out of your reality. to see somebody constantly respond to you in a way that is not organic or natural to who you are. Okay? For example, you're home 7 days out of the week. You're home at night. You might go to work, you might go grocery shopping, run your errands, whatever. You're home. You don't need to be with a person who's constantly questioning you as if you're cheating on them, because that's not in your character. And what's insane about it is that these people will literally respond to you as if you're doing this. You will defend yourself because that's the natural thing to do. But you don't have to. That's what I'm going to tell you. The energy that you spend arguing with somebody, trying to make them see you for who you are, is time that you could be getting the fuck away from them. Okay? It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve you to deal with people romantically, platonically. It doesn't matter. That don't see you for who you are. And that's another thing. I'm glad you said that in the chat. Yeah. It's always projections. That's the other thing, is that their projections are confessions. I saw this episode yesterday. No, for real though. And hey, how about you open your mouth? I got something bigger than a fly to put in it, bitch. Anyway, all their projections are confessions. That's what it always is. Okay? The mental gymnastics that you will do trying to make somebody see you for who you are is time that you could spend getting the fuck away from them. Because as a person that respects yourself, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, for example, somebody $20. You run up to them, you say, hey, I saw you drop this. You give them the $20. And then they say, why'd you steal my $20? Huh? I didn't steal your $20. You dropped it. I saw you drop it. I'm returning it to you. But now they've just made your good deed something negative. And that's what these people do. Everything positive in your life, such as having friends, such as having goals, such as accomplishing anything, doing things that you set out to do, because you're not centering them, and because you're not centering their delusions and wasting your energy and your time explaining yourself to them, they're going to crash out. They're going to have a problem with that. And the other thing that's insane about it is that when you're dealing with people like this, they can sit here and react to their own lies about you. They can sit here and I don't they can sit here and respond to their lies about you. They can sit here and respond to their delusions about you, and they want you to engage with it. But when you tell the truth about them, when you tell the honest truth about them and who they are, all hell breaks loose. And this isn't just about women dealing with men or women dealing with each other, because quite frankly, this past year, I realized it's not a gender thing. The majority of people aren't shit. The majority of people are bad people. They're not good people that do bad things. They're not decent people that make mistakes. No, most people are fucking bad people. And if they had the power to do more egregious shit than what they already do, they absolutely would. So this isn't about attacking men, okay? This is about respecting yourself enough to not continually stay in situations that do not serve you, and to explain yourself to people who refuse to see you. And the reality is, a lot of the time they can't see you because they're bad people. When you spend your entire life fucking people over, you spend your entire life being messy, being nasty, doing egregious shit, you have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. So when you come across people who are carefree and open-hearted, and they are kind, and they are all the things that you're not, you're going to be attracted to that. You're going to want those people around you. But the funny thing is that you can't handle it. You can't handle them being around you. You can't even fathom that they exist and that they're real. It's like a fucking unicorn. A good person to a person who is evil, a good person to a person that is insane. They're like, what the fuck are you? They don't know what to do with you. They don't know what to do with you. They don't know what to make of you. So why even bother? Why stress yourself out? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? But if y'all really want to know what's going on, a person who I have been stupidly proving myself to for years now. Today, I simply accepted the fact, and I came to acceptance with the fact that they don't even know me. They've been in my face for fucking years. Rolling around in my bed for years. They don't even know me. Not really, because everything that they say, it doesn't align. Every reaction that they have to me does not align with who I am. Everything that they project onto me doesn't make sense for who I am. And what's so nutty about it is that they can say lies about me, but when I tell the truth to them, I'm evil, I'm mean, I'm intentionally trying to hurt them. Why are you hurt because I'm explaining to you why you're wrong? Why are you hurt because I'm explaining to you that the person you paint me as is inaccurate? Why are you hurt because the person that you actually are is harmful to me? Thanks, Nicole. Thank you. You have a good day too. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Never has made sense, never will make sense. And the other thing about it is, this person believes that all of my time is for them. They believe that all my free time is supposed to go to them. They believe that I'm supposed to wait around twiddling my thumbs for whenever they decide to see me as who I am, or to show up for me. I'm not waiting around for anyone to see me for who I am. I'm not going to keep explaining myself. I'm not going to keep having circular ass arguments with somebody who doesn't care, because that's all it's ever about. It's about your energy. Your energy is precious. We are not fighting against flesh and blood. We're fighting against spirits. We're fighting against entities. okay? And whatever entity is in this person, this entity comes to distract me. This entity comes to destroy me. This entity comes to tell me I'm not shit. But the whole time, that is not reality. And my refusal to entertain that, my refusal to identify with shit that doesn't belong to me, it makes this entity angry. It really does. It makes this entity feel powerless, because it is powerless. It only has as much power as you allow. Somebody can only fuck with you mentally if you value their opinion. I don't value the opinion of a motherfucker that can't see me. I don't value the opinion of a motherfucker that doesn't like themselves. I don't value the opinion of somebody who can't even grasp a modicum of what I am. Because I am special. I am talented. I am beautiful. I am smart. I was the fastest sperm for a reason. And bitch, I'm here. And there is nobody on this earth that is going to make me feel less than what the fuck I am. And the only way that they can do it is if I allow it. People pleasers, people with low self-esteem, all this stuff, y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Because once you wake up and you get on the other side, you're going to see how much time you wasted, how much energy you wasted seeking validation from other people that they weren't going to give you anyway. Seeking validation from people who can't even validate themselves. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. That entity doesn't know me, because if the entity knew me, they would appreciate who I am. If that entity could see me and understand me, there would be no issue. But the reason there's so much friction and tension and problems is because the entity thinks I'm supposed to keep showing up for mistreatment. And I'm supposed to smile about it, and I'm supposed to be honored about it, and I'm supposed to be happy to be mistreated and to not be seen for who I am, and to not be understood. I'm supposed to be happy to be misunderstood every single day. And this entity cannot fathom why I would not show up for that. This entity cannot fathom that I have the audacity to not give a fuck anymore. Because that's what happens. A hard truth that we're gonna have to accept about some people is that some people really are unlovable. And it's not cruel to say that. What's cruel is when you keep showing up in love, in the name of love, when you keep showing up in the name of respect and growth and camaraderie, and you keep getting shitted on and expected to stay there. That is disrespectful. That's cruel. That's evil. It's not evil to decide this person is unlovable and I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna stop trying. That's not evil. That's not wrong. It's common sense. It's self-protection. It's self-respect. Who the fuck wants to keep showing up to an event where everybody is throwing pies and water balloons at them? Who the fuck is gonna keep doing that? It's one thing to show up when you don't know that's gonna happen. It's another thing to keep showing up knowing that that's gonna happen. I am so tired of being made or being vilified because I refuse to accept lies about myself, or because I refuse to argue about misrepresentations of who the fuck I am. It isn't wrong for me to reject people trying to sorry, they wanted me to add a sticker to the Q&A. This is not a fucking Q&A. I don't know what YouTube wants from me, but this is my point. Self-love is not what people think it is. When you have low self-esteem, you think that loving yourself is gonna feel like rainbows and magic, and it's just gonna be this unending nirvana. Okay, that is not the case. Okay, absolutely, self-love is hard discipline. Freedom comes from discipline. I am so glad you said that. Let me see if I can pin this, because yeah, I can't pin it. Self-love is not this just like flying on rainbows. It's not that. It's gonna hurt you to stay away from somebody that you like and that you want and that you wanted more than anything, but you need to, because they cannot see that you want them. They cannot accept that you want them, and wanting them and showing up for them at the expense of yourself is going to destroy you. It's going to destroy you. Not them, you. You are precious. You are valuable. You were the fastest sperm for a reason. Life is full of good things, and it's too much goodness in the world to sit around debating with somebody about who you are when you know who you are. And you know who they are too. And that's what they don't like. That's why they don't like you, because after so long, you start looking and you're like, damn, I really wasted this much time with this. You're like, damn, I really sat here and explained myself 100 different ways, only for a person to still reach the same conclusion about me that they wanted to reach in the first place. I really sat here and discounted my value and discounted who I am, and didn't show up as myself because I didn't want someone else to feel hurt or rejected by me. But the whole time they're hurting and rejecting me. Somebody who refuses to see you for who you are, they are rejecting you. That is rejection. How is it not? They're setting you on fire. They're watching you burn. They're watching you scream about it. And they're saying to you, but what about all the times I brought you water? As if that fucking matters. I've come to terms with a lot of stuff this year. And one of the things that I've come to terms with is the fact that it is not my responsibility to explain to people who and what I am. Because I am an actionable person. I act. I don't talk forever about what I'm going to do, what I'm not going to do, what I want to do, what I dream about. I either put forth the effort or I don't. Okay, I am a person about action. So if somebody cannot refuses to see me and they cannot accept my actions, they cannot accept the reality of what they have seen from me, that is not a person I need to deal with. because that person doesn't live in reality. Why the fuck would I entertain somebody that doesn't live in reality? It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's your grandma. I don't care who it is. Somebody drops $20, you pick it up and give it to them because they dropped it and they tell you you're a thief. Why would you stick around for that? Why would you show up the next day? Why would you keep picking their shit up? They can't handle you picking their shit up. They can't handle it. So walk away. Walk away. Yeah, nature is magnificent. And you know what? When I get in nature, that is when I'm most at peace. Like, luxury can look a lot of different ways to a lot of different people. But to me, the most luxurious thing ever is, because I don't have a yard, the most luxurious thing ever is a dry, sunny day where I can just get my ass in some grass and be in nature. I love being in nature. And when I'm in nature, I am so much more in tune with myself. Stop sleeping with the enemy. Stop hanging out with the enemy. Stop showing up for the enemy. They're your enemy for a reason. They are going to destroy you. I'm from the United States. They're going to destroy you. That's why they're your enemy. Don't let somebody fucking tell you who you are in your reality. This is your reality. This is your lived experience. And if they are going to do it, it needs to be the truth. But don't sit here and let somebody tell you lies about yourself. Don't let somebody sit here and keep changing the... Okay, I'm sorry. The entity was calling. If you are going to let somebody tell you who you are in your reality, if you are going to let somebody do that, they need to be telling the fucking truth. Do not sit here and let people feed you lies about yourself. Don't let them distract you. And don't let them put you on the defense. Don't let them put you on the defense about who you are. Oh, awesome. Hey, I love India. One of my coworkers was from, well, never mind. That's not India. That's just Asia. But whatever. I'm sorry. I mean, I know India is in Asia, but what I was going to say was completely irrelevant. But hello. I love when people are watching from other places. Yeah, man. If you're going to allow somebody to tell you about yourself, quote unquote, let it be real. If it's not real, get the fuck away from them. They're not safe. They don't live in reality. They don't live in reality. And somebody who does not live in reality can't benefit you in any way. They can only cause you harm. I love myself. I respect myself. And that's non-negotiable. Like, regardless of who comes in and out my life, if you keep fighting back your anger, you will not succeed. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. I don't know how that's relevant. I don't fight my anger. I use my anger as a litmus test to tell me I'm in a situation that I'm not supposed to be in, and then I act accordingly. It's not productive to fight your anger. You need to know what you're angry about so that you can get to the bottom of it and figure some stuff out. It's productive to be angry. Now, how you channel that anger and what you do with that anger, that is going to determine whether you end up successful or you end up in prison. But yeah, the point is, don't waste your time, your life, your vitality trying to get people to understand you that don't want to, that aren't going to. Because like I said, these people are going to tell you lies about yourself, which is actually the projections. They're going to tell you lies about yourself, and then they're going to get mad when you tell them the truth about themselves. That's what that is. I think that anger management could be beneficial whether or not you have anger issues, just because anger can look a lot of different ways and it can harm you. There are people who harm themselves because they're angry at somebody else. I would know. So at the end of the day, like, I think it just benefits people, period, to know coping skills, to know, like, how to manage themselves and how to not crash out. Because, like, there's so much that you can learn about yourself if you just take the time to actually cope instead of, like, doing crazy stuff. Congratulations on your 96 subs. That's awesome. I miss those numbers, because when I was at lower numbers, it seemed like I would just get so many subscribers, like, out of nowhere, or it was consistent. I've been at 328 subscribers for like a year or two now. So enjoy coming up, enjoy the journey, and keep showing up, whether you have 1 sub, 96 subs, 1,000. Just keep showing up. Because honestly, before YouTube was about being famous and making money, it was a fucking hobby. And a hobby is good. A hobby is productive, no matter how many subscribers you have. Sorry about all the noise. With that being said, my battery is low anyway, so I'm about to go. But yeah, I don't care who doesn't like what I had to say today. I don't care who has a problem with it. Anybody that has a problem with you respecting yourself and loving yourself is your enemy. That's just all it is to it. I'm not about to sit here and keep sugarcoating my life and keep doing all this stuff, jumping through hoops and hurdles for people who obviously don't like me. And I would recommend that you don't either. Bye bye.